Okay, so if you're a sales rep or you're an appointment setter, you're in the entire online sales space in general, I'm going to put your mind at ease because I already know you've heard so much stuff on the internet about how AI is coming for your job. You're going to have to go back to your 9 to 5. You're going to have to, find a different model because AI is taken over, right? I'm going to put your mind at ease because I'm going to give you my unbiased opinion as a current appointment setter right now. So I teach people how to do it, but I also still do it to this day. So I'm in the exact same boat as you guys. I'm going to put your mind at ease and I'll run you through some limiting beliefs and false beliefs around AI and appointment setting specifically, and also a bit of sales reps as well, and how to combat it, okay, and how to stay relevant and how to stay doing what you're doing. Because here's the thing, AI, it is here and it will put a dent in the industry, it already is. But for the people that know what they're doing, you're going to be fine, okay? It's going to replace crap people, basically. That's kind of the nutshell of this video. It's going to replace people who are crap at what they do. So I'm going to run you through some false beliefs and put your mind at ease and show you exactly what to do to stay relevant and stay in this career path, okay? So without further ado, let's jump into the PC and I'll break some beliefs. Okay guys, let's break some beliefs. Number one is it's massively fearmonger to sell courses. Now this one is like, I have to really show this to you guys because otherwise you're gonna keep falling for it. So a lot of these guys online will massively overstate the, they'll massively like play on the fears of AI, right? Try and make you more scared about AI so you're more inclined to try and fix it, and then they can sell you a course to try and fix it, okay? It's massively fearmonger to sell courses. They make you think that if you don't buy their course, then AI is going to wipe out your job. Like, it's not, right? Now, it will put a dent in the industry 100%, but I'm going to show you how to combat that in this video. A lot of this is just fearmonger to sell courses, so just keep that in mind, guys. A lot of the fear you hear around it, they will, one way or another, then try and tie it back to the course that they sell, which can help you combat AI or beat AI, okay? So keep that in mind, very important, because a lot of you guys will fall for that if you don't understand it, okay? Now, number two, AI only has leverage with speed to lead and cutting costs, but there's a caveat. So the only reason that these people that were hiring for appointment setters, these roles, want AI, right, is because they've probably had like a bad experience with a normal DM setter and they want speed to lead, so they want quick responses and they want it to be cheaper, right? But here's a caveat. So speed to lead, just because an AI can respond quickly doesn't mean it's going to do a good job, right? AI still, and I don't think it will do for a very, 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 very long time, still can't mimic human behavior. It doesn't understand emotion, doesn't know when to go off the script. It's programmed, right? It doesn't detect emotional sarcasm or humor like a human can. And for something that's so personal, like DM setting, for example, let's say you're on an offer selling a course on how to get over a breakup. Do you think someone wants to speak to a bot for that, right? Because here's the thing, yeah, it can respond quickly, but it's also with this AI, you have to get it to respond quickly and also mimic a human completely. Like it can't have any remnants of being an AI bot because it's such a specific problem and such a painful problem that a person, if they see that they're speaking to an AI bot, is going to put them off you and your company because they don't want to speak to a bot. It looks lazy, you getting a bot in. No, just, I'm going to refer you to my bot. It looks lazy, right? And also think of it yourself. I'm pretty sure you don't really enjoy speaking to chatbots either. If you've got a problem that you need fixing, let's say you can't log into your Google account and you need to now, like there's an email that you need to tend to right now. For example, let's say you've got a really important Zoom link, like Zoom meeting at like 2 p.m. It's 1:55. You can't log into your email and you need that Zoom, Zoom link right now to hop on that really important meeting. Let's say you have to try and reset your password and you get transferred to an AI bot. And the bot's just being a bot, right? It's just doing bot things and it's not helping you in any way, shape or form. You're going to be there like, I want to speak to a human. This bot doesn't understand. I need to speak to a human. I don't want to speak to a bot. I want to speak to a human. And as AI gets more and more implemented in day-to-day life, right, then the desire for human connection is more and more valuable, right? And people get so sick of these things right now. So for example, AI, people are getting sick of it. For example, I think Pinterest has like a toggle on the app now where you can view only like human organic content now. Like you can do it where like you can turn the AI off because people are getting sick of it. So that's a universal thing. People are going to keep getting sick of it, right? And if you're on an offer selling a solution to a painful problem, like how to get over your breakup or how to fix your marriage, do these people want to speak to a bot? And also, if you try and fool them that they're speaking to a human when they're not, and they can tell they're speaking to a bot, and you're trying to fool them that it's actually a human, because that's what you will have to do, that's going to put them off. It's going to kill the sale, it's going to kill the appointment, and it's going to completely not work. So just because it can respond quickly doesn't mean it's going to do a good job, right? And also, there's another point I'll tie into that later on, but also cutting costs. Now, yes, of course, that will be cheaper than a DM setup, but here's the caveat. So the AI that you would need implemented into one of these offers for it to actually perform well or do a really good job isn't just some software that you can go and buy for £200 a month, right? You need a really specific, intricate AI bot implementation from an AI expert. Does that sound cheap? Does that sound cheap? No. And also, this AI expert probably understands AI but not DM setting, right? So they're going to understand the AI side, but they won't understand the DM setting side, right? They need to understand both. So does an AI expert doing all of this work to implement this AI sound cheap? No, it doesn't. Okay, so the setup alone is not cheap. Now, don't you think with these AI bots, seeing as like, for example, these people might change their offer, they might change their guarantee, their pricing, all of this stuff, that means you have to update the AI. Now, the person that's running the offer doesn't know how to use AI. That's why he's hired someone else to do it. So he's going to have to keep hiring someone else, that same person, to come back in and fix the AI. Does that sound cheap? No, it doesn't. Okay. And also, for example, as well, let's say you get like a done-for-you AI agency, someone who's going to be there like full-time managing it, like a really, AI expert. Does that sound cheap either? A done-for-you AI agency. That's not cheap. I'm telling you guys, the done-for-you model for agencies or businesses, they always charge more if it's done for you because they can't scale done for you. Done for you is kind of like personal training. Because they can't scale the amount of one-to-one sessions they have in a day, they mark up the price massively to make it worth their time. That's what happens with done for you businesses and done for you agencies, right? So that's what they'll do to these guys, which makes it even more expensive, which, yeah, it sounds like it's cutting costs, but it's really not. Okay. And also, would you rather an AI expert, right, to implement this, AI bot and then just kind of leave and just have you as like just some number, some client? Or would you rather a DM setter that's experienced in DM setting, has good experience and actually understands the game, and is a good DM setter that actually understands AI as well to a good level, to be in your business full time, doing DM setting as a human and also using AI as well, so being like a hybrid setter? Don't you think they'd rather that? So if you're a DM setter right now, you just have to learn AI at like a base level, and then use that, like combine that with your current skills of being a DM setter, and you'll be a hybrid setter, and you'll be so much more valuable to these businesses, right? They will rather that than some random done-for-you AI agency that's going to charge them a lot of money and doesn't actually understand how the game works for DM setting, right? Just because they can implement an AI bot doesn't mean it's going to do a good job. And also, like, completely just outsourcing it to AI is risky, right? There's so many things that can go wrong. So you may as well have a DM setter that understands AI to a base level to come in and do it both for you, right? Because you're going to need someone to manage it full time anyway. And you want to cut costs, you want speed to lead. AI can manage the speed to lead. For example, they can get the AI to manage the first response, or the first, let's say for example, you do a lead magnet, get AI to respond to the lead magnet really quickly, and then the human goes in and then starts the conversation, right? So you can combine both. That's what you guys need to understand. There's a space for both, like a hybrid setter, okay? And this isn't everything, speed to lead, right? You still need the human side, and AI can't do that yet. And cutting costs, it's not really if you're outsourcing it completely to AI, because there's so many intricacies, like I've just said there, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, the next one is AI is more complex to run with DM setting than actually having a DM setter, right? So I've actually pretty much just answered that question there, answered that point there. But let's just go through it again. So yeah, it's more complex to run with DM setting than actually having a DM setter, because you have to manage this AI and all of these stuff, and just have a DM setter. Like, the AI is going to go wrong, it's going to go off script, you have to keep changing it. Like, just have a good DM setter. Or have a hybrid DM setter that understands how to use AI as well at base level. Like, it's so much more complex. Speed to lead and cutting costs, but it gives you more headaches. Now, these guys need energy, right? Headaches it doesn't really exactly give you energy, does it? It takes away your energy, having all of these headaches and all this complexity. So why don't you just have a DM setter like you always have done? Just keep running the same thing, right? AI makes it more complex. AI will always need a manager, right? It can't run itself. Who better to run it than a DM setter, like I've just said there, okay? You can't have an AI running itself. It's going to break, it's not going to perform, it's going to hit bottlenecks, it's not going to understand how to fix bottlenecks, it's not going to hit KPI, it's not going to know how to change itself. It's going to need someone managing it for them, right? And who better to run it than a DM setter, like I've just said there, like a hybrid, okay? Now, people hate bots. The more AI grows, the more people crave human connection. I've just said that there as well. But it's a really important point, guys. People are getting sick of AI. That's not going to change, and especially on these offers as well, people don't want to speak to a bot. I'm telling you now, I still do appointment setting. Whenever I get the objection of, oh, is this a bot? It puts them off. It kills the appointment. I have to prove that I'm a human. So the way to maximize your appointment booking is to prove that you're a human being, because people want to speak to humans. Now, AI can't do that. AI can't do that, okay? So keep that in mind. It's a massive leverage point for you guys. AI follows rules, guidelines, and scripts. It can't detect tones, emotion, sarcasm, etc. Right? So it does what it's told to do. A human being can use their brain to think of other avenues of attacking things, and you're not programmed by some. That's the thing. The AI is programmed by some script and these guidelines. It can't go off script really, right? Whereas a human being can. So just keep that in mind. AI can respond fast, and it can, in theory, be cheaper, but it doesn't mean it's always going to do a good job, right? So just keep that in mind. Super important. Long-term platform restrictions as well. Has to disclose that it's AI. That's a massive barrier. So, for example, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, all of this stuff. You have to understand the whole purpose of these apps and these platforms is for human interaction and human connection, right? And it's to maximize it's to maximize user experience. Now, seeing as people are starting to hate AI more and more and more, and also there's a lot of scams and a lot of bad things that are being done with AI more and more and more, these platforms are going to massively crack down on AI because of what you can do with them, like Machiavellian stuff, and also user experience, right? There's going to be restrictions, and it has to disclose that it's AI, right? And that's a massive barrier, because if you're in a chat with someone, somebody like responds to your, I don't know, says, oh, I have a question about the program, can I ask a few questions, right? It's going to get to the point where Instagram are going to have to, for example, if you have an AI bot in the Instagram DMs, they're going to make it so you have to disclose that it's AI. So it's going to say, yes, sure, but before we go further, just so you guys know, this is an AI conversation. I am an AI bot. I'm an AI assistant. They'll go, can I speak to a human, please? The amount of times that happens with chatbots on random websites. Can I speak to a human, please? I don't want to speak to an AI bot. Sure, connecting you to a human now, right? So massive platform restrictions. That's a massive, massive barrier, right? Because again, it's personalization and human-to-human connection, which actually really, maximizes the chances of booking appointments through DM settings. So if you have that restriction saying I'm an AI bot, it's going to put them off. So you may as well just keep the DM setter, right? If you're a setter already hitting KPIs, replacing you with the AI is a huge risk, because everybody in business understands this, especially these guys you're trying to work with. They know that if you're hitting KPI or something's working, then don't try and fix it. Don't try and change it. If it's hitting KPI, don't mess with it, right? Now, don't you think that replacing you with AI is massively messing with it? If you're hitting KPIs and you're hitting like targets, don't you think then I'm going to go and replace you with AI? That's a massive risk, because they're going to risk losing you, someone that's hitting KPIs, for an AI that they're going to have to manage full time and not actually understand the intricacies of. They're going to risk you for this thing that truthfully has massively been like overrated as well. I don't think any AI is really anywhere near as good as people are trying to make it out to be, right? It is very good, but they're trying to make you think it's just like this magical thing. It's not, and it still needs a human to manage it, okay? So if you're a setter already hitting KPIs, replacing you with AI is a massive risk, right? If a system's hitting a KPI, don't mess with it, and that is massively messing with it, okay? Chatbots have existed for years. Everyone still prefers humans, like I've just said. For example, let's say here on Canva, let's say my account's broken or whatever, and I get referred to a bot. Every single time I'm going to go, no, I want to speak to a human. Why? Because a human can think for itself. That's why, okay? Chatbots have existed for years. Everyone still prefers humans. And ManyChat, for example, ManyChat is like basically an AI DM setter, right? That's like a bot in the Instagram DMs. That's been around for years, and there's still manual DM setters around. Now, let's say, for example, copywriting as well. I think copywriting is more at risk of AI than DM setting. Well, I'm pretty sure, I don't know the facts on this, but my friend, who is very clued up in the space, told me that apparently Meta are still hiring copywriters for like 80 grand a year, even with AI being as good as it is. Meta, right, who are massive AI advocates, are still hiring copywriters, which are more at risk of appointment setters. That should put your mind at ease a lot more, okay? My friend tried AI setters. He binned them after a week because they were crap. True story. My friend Gary, very successful business owner, right? He tried AI setters, right? He paid this, like he paid someone to build this AI bot for him for an appointment setter, like an AI setter. Tried it for a week, and he binned it, he got rid of it, turned it off because it was crap. There you go, right? A rule of thumb: be good at what you do and be fast, then you're fine. Okay. Now this is so true. Again, you have to understand why these guys want AI. They want speed to lead. They want good work done and also cutting costs. Speed to lead doesn't actually mean you're good, right? So that ties into the second point there. And also cutting costs, well, not really, because you're gonna have to keep paying someone to make it and refine it, which would actually just be easier if you kept a DM setter, or a DM setter that understands AI to a base level and can manage it full time for you at a base level, still do a good job because they're the DM setter themselves, and then not charge you anywhere near as much as an AI implementation agency would. There you go, guys. So please stop worrying. There is a way around this, right? AI is coming, and I think for DM setters, it would be good for you guys to start learning how to implement it yourselves, but become a hybrid setter, right? A setter that understands DM setting themselves and can do it themselves, but also uses AI to help them out to do faster work. That's basically the main thing. You need to use AI to help you get the job done faster, but you still need to be there in the background. You can't just, AI isn't just going to take over this whole thing, right? Just keep that in mind, okay? So that's pretty much it. If you guys want to learn, basically, if you're an appointment setter and you're struggling to land high ticket roles, right, and you're struggling to make the money you want to make with appointment setting, I've been in this space for 2 years. I've mastered the art of landing high ticket roles. I've landed roles working with Charlie Morgan and William Brown. I've generated well over 6 figures in commissions for myself, and I've really mastered the game. So if you want to learn a little bit more about how that works and how you can land a high ticket role, I'm going to leave a link down below in the description running you through how I can help. Full transparency is designed to try and get you to book a call so that I can try and sell you something, right? Full transparency. If you don't want to be sold to, don't click the link, don't book the call. But if you're serious about making this work, you're sick of being paid scraps as a setter, and you're terrified about AI as well, and you want to land a high ticket role and be AI proof, right? There's going to be a link down below in the description running you through how I can help as a DM setter myself right now, okay? So if you want to learn how that works, click the link, book on a call, and I will speak to you then.